As you guys know, I hate the leaderboards. In fact, I do almost everything in my power to avoid looking at them. In fact, I haven't taken one look at the Nitro Type leaderboards in over a month. Yeah, that's right. I literally have not looked at the Nitro Type leaderboards page in a solid month by now. And the reason for this is I simply don't care. I barely even play Nitro Type anymore, as you guys know, and I'm more focused on other things, but I just straight up have not looked at the leaderboards whatsoever in a solid month. And so today, what I wanted to do was to return to the leaderboards, check out what's up, and this is going to be like a huge shock for me just seeing how everything's changed. And I'm being genuine, I literally have zero, and this is being serious, zero idea what's on the leaderboards right now, who's on the leaderboards right now. I mean, if the leaderboards were updated, I would have no idea. Basically, I don't know what's going to go on. So we're going to head over to the top team's leaderboard, check this thing out, and make some observations about it, see what's been happening in the month I simply have not taken a single look at them. Let's get right into it. Alright, oh my god, this should be fun. I'm kind of scared. I'm not looking yet. I am kind of scared. I hope that no team has like 17,000 races in the past like 2 hours or something stupid. Let's take a look. Wait, what? Alright, so the first thing I see here is TBZ. Why is TB... Why is... Trailblazers? I haven't heard that name in a very long time. Okay, I guess we'll get to that in a second. So Trailblazers, number one. I'm not going to ask questions. All right, going down the line, we got Trailblazers in number one. We'll talk about that in a second. PR2W, that was Wildflower's team. Yep, blah, blah, blah. That makes sense. I think they've been around here for a while. Talk in third, makes sense. Shell Riders in fourth, makes sense. DRPT, I remember the name. I'm not sure what from. But I don't think I remember them being that high up. Good for them, though. Number 5. Sork in 6. I have no idea who that is. Top God. I remember that was a botting team. I remember that. Top God was a big botting team. I don't know if they are now. I'm just saying they were. Back when I actually cared. I'm not making any assumptions or anything. I'm just saying. That's all I know about them. Then we got RNL. No idea who that is. Wave. We Like Ocean. Again, no idea who that is. And... Blitzes, We Will Catch TBZ 23. I don't know any of these teams. Oh, never mind. Okay, We Will Catch TBZ 23, and then in 11th is TBZ 23. That makes sense. RTAT, I remember that team, and then we just go down the line. We got Nate. I don't really recognize a lot of these. We got a deleted team here. RR1, I do recognize that. But yeah, other than that, I really don't recognize a lot of these teams whatsoever. So I guess one of my first observations is that teams aren't really sticking around for a while. There were a lot of, I just like barely recognize any of these. And it's not like I have no idea what's happening with the leaderboards. Like, at least up until a month ago, I could probably have named some of the best teams, some of the, like, most of the, like, decent teams, all that type of stuff. And so I guess over the span of, like, a month or so, all of the top teams, except for, a couple, like 3, 4, 5, 6 that I've recognized, have just completely disappeared and been replaced by new ones. So that's kind of cool. I guess it means that teams on Nitro Type aren't sticking around for a while, except for some of these, like, really, really good ones that have like a lot of activity, but also like a lot of consistency, like they're going to be here for a while. And some of those teams, obviously, Shell Riders, Talk, PR2W, Top God, I guess. Even some of the teams that have been around for a while, DRPT, that I can like actually recognize that weren't made like a day ago, like some of these folks. But first off, I want to check out Trailblazers, because I did not know that Trailblazers existed. I didn't even know Tendons was... Honestly, I've kind of been out of like the loop as far as Nitro Type goes for a very long time now. I didn't even know that Tendons was back in the game. But I guess, yeah, this definitely is Tendons' team. That makes sense as to why they're in first. Tendons definitely still has a large following. Even though he went very inactive for a while. How many races? 12,000 races in the last 24 hours. That means that each individual team member is averaging... I don't want to do this math in my head. I could, but I don't want to. 12,000 divided by 5, we have... Wait, what? Oh, not 5. I'm stupid. 50. I was like, wait, that doesn't make much sense. So each team member is averaging 240 races in the past 12 hours, but you got to remember that some of these people aren't doing 240 races. Like if we go to team races, some of them have 9, 13, 100, 100, 100, basically less than 240. And some of them haven't raced in a day, and et cetera, et cetera. So the average active player on this team is doing probably 300, 400, 500 races every single day. That's actually kind of insane. 12,000 races in the last 24 hours. That's to me, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if that's really good nowadays. I mean, obviously it's really good because they're number one, but I don't really know what the metric of good races is. So this could be really good. This could be really bad. I don't know. It seems very impressive though. And I guess TBZ's back. It also seems like they've been back as of very recently. Like they were formed on May 3rd. They've obviously only been playing for this one season. And if they have 12,000 races in the past 24 hours, that probably means they've only been this active for 5-6 days probably. So yeah, that is very cool though. It's cool to see TBZ back. They used to be a very, very popular team on this site, and I like seeing them back. It's a reminder of old times for me. Then we got some other familiar faces in the top 3. I don't think much has been changing with PR2W. Yeah, I don't think we need to check that out. Then we got Talk, of course, a very controversial team back in the day. Now I assume they're probably just kind of vibing a bit. Shell Riders, probably one of the most influential teams of all time. Driven Rapid Typist, DRPT. I do recognize that tag from a while ago. I don't know what's special about them. But now I want to check out Sork because I have no clue who these guys are. The top 5 I all recognize. Apart from TBZ, there aren't really many surprises there. And now we have Sork, Time to Invade. They look like a very, very basic team. We got a Discord and a site and some co-captains and stuff. Definitely nowhere near as active as TBZ, but still very active. And if we go to team races, yeah, not a lot of them have a lot of races because this team was actually only formed about, a month ago? Yeah, so this is a very new team, and I guess that shows. So yeah, this team was made about a month ago, and I guess that shows that it's not that hard to make a super new team and kind of just get high on the leaderboards. I mean, they're in 6th place. That's pretty good. And it's obvious that they're a fairly active, consistent team. I don't know if they're botting or not. Obviously botting's definitely still a thing, right, guys? If you guys are watching right now, comment down in the comment section. Is botting still a thing? I assume it is. They definitely never fixed that problem. But I don't want to make accusations or anything. I'm just saying a lot of these people don't have a lot of lifetime races. In fact, yeah, there are a lot of new accounts here. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's still a lot of bots running around. Definitely not. But yeah, pretty cool all around. I guess this team right here shows that new teams can definitely still get high in the leaderboards, and also page views are still a decent thing. This team was only made a month ago and they have 21,000 page views. That's pretty good. It shows that a lot of people are still going on the leaderboards, checking them out, checking out the top teams, etc., etc. Sure, that's kind of cool. I guess it also means that people are still interested in the leaderboards. I didn't know that. I for one am not interested in the leaderboards. I don't care whatsoever. I just made this video to see how fun it would be to check out what's happening on the leaderboards. Another thing is a lot of teams are moving up a bunch of places. This team right here moved up 18 places. I don't know what the metric is for that number of places. Was it 18 places in a day, in a week, in a month? I don't know. But yeah, if they moved up 18 places in some period of time, it probably means that the leaderboards are pretty volatile. They're subject to change a lot. Obviously, a lot of these top teams aren't changing a lot. I mean, TBZ has a 3 million point gap on number 2. Number 2 has a 2 million point gap on number 3, and then it gets a bit more reasonable. But yeah, these teams aren't moving around a lot, but these teams definitely are. That team moved up 18 spots. This team moved up 7. This team dropped 5. This team moved up 19. This dropped 7, dropped 4, 11. There's a lot of moving for a lot of teams. Yeah, 19, 13 over here, 12. Etc., etc. We moved up 11. Let's go, Flipper. Oh yeah, also my team's in 56th. How? I don't play the game anymore. If you guys are on my team, huge shout out to my team members that are actually still racing. I appreciate that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't play the game anymore, which is why it's surprising to see my team even close to the top 50. I actually haven't checked out my team in a very long time. But yeah, and then as we get down to the bottom of the leaderboards, 38 spots moving up. Everyone's moving up a lot. 72 spots, 73, drop 44, etc., etc. So yeah, that's kind of cool. All in all, I think the leaderboard stayed pretty much the same. Honestly, I think because less people are caring about them nowadays, they kind of just exist. There's obviously going to be some teams that get to the top for clout and things like that, which is pretty cool. But all in all, the leaderboards really aren't changing that much, and they're also not a spot of too much focus on Nitro Type, I would say. Other than, like, I think Ace made a video about them recently, and there's something else. I'm obviously making a video. But other than that, there's not really much happening on the leaderboards, except for, I guess, TBZ. I guess that's a thing. And other than that, the leaderboards are kind of just existing as, like, a stagnant function of Nitro Type. They're not going anywhere. They're not like becoming a big thing, but they're also not dying. They're kind of just existing, if that makes sense. Pretty cool, though. I was super surprised by some of the stuff I saw on this leaderboard. There's a lot of teams I didn't recognize whatsoever. I also want to know, is botting still a problem? I'm really interested. Is botting a thing? Is account sharing still a thing? I don't know. And it's kind of cool to see like all these teams kind of just doing whatever. Good for them. But yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know, or like tell me things about the leaderboards, guys. Down in the comment section, everything that I don't know about the leaderboards, let me know. I want to hear all of the big drama and all that stuff, because obviously looking at one page on a website will only give you things like numbers, like the amount of races and their spots and everything. But what the leaderboards page doesn't tell you is the story behind what's going on. I don't know why Trailblazers are back in #1. I don't know why Shell Riders are in 4th. I don't know who these teams are and what their story is. So if you guys have any cool stories about the leaderboards that you guys want to share with me, let me know down in the comment section. I'm actually kind of interested now. And yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this type of content where I kind of just do whatever, I usually like most of my videos to have like a very specific plan. But in this video, I was kind of just like, you know what? I'm going to look at the leaderboards. I'm going to talk for a while and screw it, you know? I don't know. If you guys like this type of content, let me know. If you don't, also let me know. Yeah, love it. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone, and have, as always, a wonderful day.